Hello, people. I thought that I would tell a little story about a pig called Bernard Roy that I looked after. I started looking after Bernard on the first, when was it 2021, at the end of 2021, when I first started being alienated from my children. Now, overnight, this pig, he was a special kind of pig. He was actually a disabled pig. He was a big, big black pig. When he was a little piglet, his mum rolled on top of him, broke all his legs, and he wasn't actually given that long to live. But he did. He lived. He's still alive now. I haven't seen him in a long time, but we helped rehome him. Um, so Bernard Roy, he was the best pig in the world. He was so good with kids. Um, he was so good with people. He just didn't like pigs. What happened was after he was rolled over on by his mum and he was then disabled, broke all his legs. The owners AJ and Mel they moved Bernard Roy into the farmhouse and brought him up in there. Then he got bigger, and as he got bigger and bigger, they had to move him out. So they put him out into the courtyard bit where like any injured animals were. Um, Bernard Roy, he was special. He was a special pig. Um, the only problem he had was he had an addiction to hot cross buns. He would literally chew your arm off for a hot cross bun. I'm pretty sure he would have done as well. Um, so my story is we had a load of potbelly pigs up there, and we had these crossed pigs, and there was four pigs that were teenage boys. Now they were about 120 kg, 110 kg probably. Um, and they kept breaking out of their area. Like pigs, once they know they can break out and there's food on the other side of that fence, they will keep breaking out. They will find a new place. Doesn't matter what you do, you like literally they will continuously break out. Anyway, these pigs one day they broke out. Bernard Roy didn't live with the other pigs; he lived in the barn. Um, these four teenage boys, um, they were getting quite aggressive. I mean, a pig when a pig is going to charge at you, they brush their feet like that, and they foam at the mouth as well, so they look quite scary. So I'm, I've got Bernard Roy foraging around. These four teenage boys had come out. They were all foaming at the mouth, and they wanted to fight Bernard. They weren't interested in me. They wanted to attack Bernard. Now I was taught on this farm something called pig slapping. It's where you get a stick and you slap them on the back of on the bum, and it makes a slapping noise. And they don't like it. It scares them, runs off. Don't hurt them. They don't make a noise. They just don't like it. They run off. Um. Anyway, so Bernard Roy was foraging. These four boys come out. They were going to try and attack Bernard Roy. Now Bernard Roy, he probably could have taken them all on, but I mean, they were like 110 kg. He was probably about 350, 300 kg. He was a big pig, man. And there'll be a picture of him on the thumbnail bit on this video. Um, yeah, so these teenage boys, they were trying to attack Bernard, and I had to stand in between Bernard Roy and these four pigs, and they were charging towards Bernard and me. And I had to sidestep and then slap him on the arse with a stick. I actually hit this pig so hard I snapped the stick. I had to find the stick very quickly, and then I had to chase these pigs back into their pen, um, which it can be quite scary. I mean, if these pigs would have got me on the if these pigs would have got me on the floor, they would have ripped me to bits. They would have eaten me. There's no doubt about it. I would have been a goner. Um, it would have been like the equivalent of about 440 kg on top of me. You know, I'm 70 kg at the best, at the very best 80 maybe. You know, like these fins would, yeah, they would have completely torn me apart. But yeah, so that was my little story there about the teenage boys that I had to fend off. I managed to get them back away from Bernard and into their fin. Um, Now Bernard Roy, he was, like I said, he was a very special pig. he used to live with the chickens and turkeys, and I was told a story that one day they tried to introduce a female to Bernard, and Bernard didn't quite know what to do, but he'd seen the turkeys and the other chickens doing their little mating dance that they do around the female birds. So Bernard Roy starts trying to do this dance around this pig, this female pig, and this female pig's like looking at him like, what the hell are you doing? Classic Bernard, that is. Bernard Roy, he become my best friend. He become my brother. He was like my son. I used to sit there and speak to that pig all the time. He helped me for a lot. In fact, that farm back then, I just broke up with my ex. She'd stopped me from seeing the kids. False allegations had come flying out. I'd been arrested under false allegations. Surprise, surprise. And so the farm was just something that I could put my concentration in. And I had to rehome all them pigs, chickens, ducks, yeah, and cats as well. There was 3 cats up there. Yeah, so there you go. That's my little story there about Bernard Roy, best pig in the world. He's actually up at Flackwell Heath now, up on Blind Lane, up in a pet rescue sanctuary. So basically, if you're ever in a load of if you're ever struggling in life, and things are getting a bit too much for you, the best thing you can do is try and find something to concentrate on. Like me, I had them pigs at the time. I learnt a lot with them pigs. Like when I first got there, them pigs didn't know me, they didn't trust me. But within a couple of weeks, of feeding them, they literally, I could sit in the middle of that pig field and they'd all come around me. And none of them would attack me, probably because they thought, oh, he's going to give us food. But, yeah, there's a lot of stories that I've got about the farm. I will put some more up. I just thought I'd start off with the little one about Bernard Roy and me having to save him from the 4 teenage boy pigs. Thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, and please share my page on any social media you've got, and like, and please keep watching, and I will keep putting up stories. Take care for now, have a good day, bye.